after this game, well-deserved victory. We will take our friends, the journalist friends question.
Sure.
So, but before, as any press conference, can you talk about the game?
Salam alaikum. I think we won and we deserved to win. I always check the performance, and I think the performances are getting better. We are still not the team that I wanted to see, but it's okay. We are game 7, game 8, game 9. I think you'll see a much stronger team. They'll get used to playing with each other. But you can see, Pedrinho was good, Artur was good, Mai today was very good. And then also when we changed the system, we moved from a 4 to a 3, and we did different boxes and different build-up schemes, different high press schemes, and they're getting to understand a little bit now when we press with them by what reaction must Nasi take and what position when Chadley presses, where does Pedrinho and Artur go. So we are getting there. And if you had asked me that after 6 games, we would be level on points with FAR, who have had the same team winning the league last season, coming second. You asked me if we would be equal on points with Background, who have had the same team for the last 2 years, and they have the same coach. I would have told you no. We have a lot of work to do. We've had 24 new players and a new coach, and after a difficult season also for this incredible club. So I'm happy where we are, but it doesn't matter where you are in October. It matters where you are in May, and that's the focus. Next game is going to be very difficult.
إذا النتيجة كانت نتيجة مستحقة. كيف ما كتعرفوا الماتش الأول ماشي هو الماتش الثاني، ماشي هو الماتش الثالث. الفريق غادي وكينسجم مع بعضياته. أكيد أن الكوتش ما يقدرش يقول لكم أنه هو إلي ساتيسفي 100%، مازال خاص عمل كثير وباقي، لأن المباراة جاية. مثلا المباراة الثامنة ولا التاسعة غادي يكون النيفو آخر، ولكن شفتوا باللي كانوا لاعبين اللي في مستوى جيد جدا، بيدرينيو، شادي، وهدر كذلك على المباراة اللي جايين، لأن تبعنا مباراة صعبة مع فريق نهضة بركان ونتمنوا خير. ولكن لي زونترينمون غيكونوا، التدريبات غيكونوا، هو ما غادي ماشي حتى حاجة تيوصل النيفو الفريق اللي هو جاي باش يوصل به ديال نادي الوداد الرياضي.
كوتش مساء الخير. غادي يكون مدريتي بالنسبه لكم يعني اليوم 6 ديال الماتشات، واش مازال ما بقاش التوليفه المناسبه ولا التشكيله المناسبه، لان شفنا مجموعه من التغييرات في هذه الماتشات اللي
Coach, until now you have played with the team like 6 matches, and we see in every match you change. Did you find the perfect combination or not yet?
No, not yet. And that's expected because I have to give everybody a chance. But not yet. Work. بزاف. A lot of work still to do.
هو كيبغي يعطي لكل واحد فرصه، ولكن باش انه يلقى التشكيله البيرفكت المثاليه مازال، ولكن كلشي كيجي بالعمل والجد والعمل. تفضل سيدي.
التغيير ديال بوطويل واش تكتيكي ولا مازال ما جاهزش بدنيا؟
He's asking you because you changed Botwell. Did you change him because you think that he's not ready physically, or it was like a tactical thing?
He can't play 90 at the moment. But also I had to change, when it went 1-1, I had to change the system a little bit. Take a few risks, play with Mufid as a false centre back. And with movements to overload with Chadley on the side, but okay, good. It worked today, and it will work maybe again the next game, but both tactical and physical, yes.
بوطويل مازال ما جاهزش انه يلعب 90 دقيقة متتالية، ولكن التغيير ديالو ما كانش غير بدني فقط، ولكن كان حتى تكتيكي. يمي التغيير ديال بوطويل ما كانش غير بدني لانه ما كيخدمش على 90 دقيقه ولكن كان حتى تكتيكي. قال لك صدقات هذه المره غادي نشوف المره الجايه واش غادي تصدقوا ولا لا. تيك يورز.
ميرسي بوكو.
Good evening, Coach.
Good evening.
Fine, thank you.
Thank you.
Coach, in your last interview with Forbes Africa, you said that knowing the players' families was one of the reasons for your success at Sundown.
Yeah.
Have you tried the same approach at Wydad?
Yes.
Traduction, s'il vous plaît.
Translation, sorry.
سولاتو على الديرنيير انترفيو اللي دار مع فورس ياك وقلت له بلي هو قال بلي منين كيعرف
قال واحد من الاسرار ديال النجاح ديالو مع سانداونز هو انه كان كيعرف العائلات ديال اللاعبين، فقلت ليه واش هو حاول يطبق نفس الشيء هنا في الوداد.
Yes, I have tried. First, I need two things. One is I need to improve my Arabic.
Good luck.
So I have to improve my Arabic. شوية. Yeah, شوية. Yeah, getting better. And then also, I need to find time. I haven't even found time to go to the beach. I'm told Morocco is the beautiful beach.
Enjoy.
I live. I tell you, I asked the club to fix me a room at Wellness. I tell you, because myself with the coaching staff, we are always at Wellness. I come home, I sleep 3 hours, I wake up, I have to get to Wellness again for the next training sometimes, especially during the FIFA break. Where we have the Excellence Cup, I have to train the kids in the afternoon with the staff. And so there's a lot of work. So until I get some time and I improve my Arabic, I'll be making more regular visits to the families. But I've done a few, yes, already, yeah.
اول حاجه دار بعدا هي انه بغى يطور العربيه ديالو، هذه اول حاجه. وثاني حاجه هو ما عندوش الوقت، بغى يمشي للبحر حيت قالوا له بلي المغرب فيه البحر زوينين، دونك ما عندوش الوقت. وطلب من طلب من اداره النادي انهم يقدروا له واحد البيت في لو سونتر وين الناس كيترينيو، لانه كيخصو يكون عطيت ديما حاضر وما يكونش داك الضياع ديال الوقت هنا فراغ هنا. دونك هادشي اللي هذا هو الجواب ديال الكوتش.
Coach.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations for the match. Very good match for Moufied, Pedrinho, Mike. But I want to ask you about Boutwell. Normally he's left back, but we see him a lot as a midfield. How can you explain this?
Traduction, s'il vous
سي تكتبي لنا دابا غادي نسولش السؤال ديالو. عرفت السي السؤال
ما
تطلعش بالجهل. تطلعش بالجهل.
لا انا السؤال كان على بوطويل. توتالار كان السؤال على واش كيقدر يبقى هذا. سي صحفي سولو قال له واش داك التغيير ديال بوطويل شنو علاش؟ بغى يعرف بالضبط علاش. عرفنا ان ماشي تكتيكي ماشي بدني، ما بغى يعرف بالضبط علاش.
I'm here to learn a lot, and of course to give a little bit of what I know. But generally is to learn a lot, and I'm not afraid to learn. And part of learning sometimes is to make mistakes like the players. Maybe I make more mistakes than my players. But what I have learned about the Moroccan league is that number one, it's very difficult to win games here. The teams are almost very close in quality. And you just have to watch Swalem yesterday, and you see Swalem before the break. They pick up a draw against Mohammedia, same team, and then yesterday they get a big result. And you see how difficult it is to win games. We struggled to beat Husa just before the break, and we got a point. So it's a very difficult league. And what makes this league difficult is that one, it has a lot of physicality, and the players are extremely well conditioned in every team. And then with that physicality comes with very good intensity, and that intensity is driven by the long ball, and the long ball in football gives birth to a lot of second balls. And so if you have a little bit more compactness, a few numbers in the midfield, you are able to, one, control a bit the rest defense, which is important. Two, you are able to have physicality and overloads in the central areas, and that density is very important because it also gives you possibilities not only when you have to put passes together, but also to fight for second balls, which is such an important part of the Moroccan league. And so, because I've worked with Botoil before, I know he has this capacity. And he helps us a little bit, but we also get moments where we have Hakas driving into the second line. But look, it's work in progress. I have to also know what works in this league and what doesn't work. And so far, the players are helping me, the president is helping me a lot, and I'm getting a lot of information. You know, so I'm learning about the league, and I'm learning about this beautiful football country a lot, every single day, every single match, and hopefully we are not ready, I said it before, but we will be ready. We will be ready, inshallah. The performances will be more consistent, and we will stop making mistakes, because we make a lot of mistakes. Even today we missed a few good chances. We could have really scored more than 3 today. But I'm happy we are creating the chances, and you know, there was one very, very good chance for Nasi, there was one for Chedley, there was one for Sahi with the cutback in the first half. So there was some very, very good chances, and even with the goals we scored, I'm very happy with that. But as I said, tactically, there's a lot of things I try to do, and some I have to know whether they will work or not. You know, and one of those at the moment is the inverted fullback with Botoil is one of the things that we're trying.
غادي نلخص لكم شنو قال. هو قال باللي هو كيغلط وكيدير اخطاء وكيخطا، وبعض المرات كيخطا اكثر من اللعابه ديالو، ولكن هاد الاخطاء كنتعلموا وكيخليونا اننا كنطوروا في لي ماتش اللي قبل. هو الى لا شونس بقى عنده الحظ لان عنده رئيس كيساعدو، عنده مكتب مسير كيساعدو، كاع الطلبات اللي كيطلب كيلقاهم الحمد لله. باقي يقولها وكيعاودها، باقي هو ما وصلش لو نيفو، الفرقه مازال ما وصلاتش لو نيفو اللي هو باغي، ولكن قريبا ومع لي ماتش غيتلعبوا ومع التدريبات ان شاء الله غادي نشوفوا فريق اخر. غناخذوا ما قبل اخر سؤال باش
Don't you think that the way of moving the ball from the defense is very slow, and that makes it easy for any team to confront with it and to create major problems and maybe the future.
الدفاع لي باس ديال الدفاع ثقال كيخلي هادشي
طريقه اخراج الكره،
الطريقه ديال اخراج الكره ثقيله، وهادشي كيخلي الفريق اي فريق لعب مع نادي الوداد الرياضي يقدر يتوغل.
This is a good question, and one of the things I have to say to you is that I said to the players this. Sometimes people misunderstand when you say patient. Patient doesn't mean slow. Patient means maybe from connecting to 1 to 2, you go 1A, 1B, 1C, and then 2. But the ball has to move at a good tempo. However, when you build from the back, there is one very important requirement. Without this, it doesn't help. If the opposition doesn't press, you can't play fast. You need pressure to be able to play fast, because you build from the back to provoke, to get people to jump out of certain positions, and certain openings happen. And if you play too quickly, it's like driving a car. If you drive your car, you have the option when there's traffic. You know, there's a lot of traffic also in Casablanca. When you're driving in traffic, you have the option of going to the yellow lane and going 100 to 200 kilometers an hour. But the faster you drive, the more likelihood there is of an accident. And so that speed correlates to the speed in football. The faster you play, and also if you play faster than your technical ability, you have a greater, so if I'm not a skilled driver and I drive fast, the chances of me getting into an accident are even greater than an unskilled driver that's driving a little bit slow and waiting to get to the destination. And that's what build-up play is. A build-up means provoke, invite, and then when there is pressure, rapid, and try to get into the opposition half as quickly as possible. We can't always play fast because the opposition doesn't always press. And when the opposition presses, we can then play fast. And as I said, the Potola is a league that I am learning so much every single day, because some of the teams that we played against press in different ways. Some don't even press and they sit a little bit back. It is very difficult to play against 9-10 players on the other side of the ball. It's the hardest thing in football. And that is one of the things we are learning now. We are a big team. The status is improving of the club, and teams are afraid of us. And so teams, when they lose the ball, they regain and they come behind. And now we've got to find solutions for that. And some solutions mean you've got hybrid schemes and ways where you understand, and this is critical, understand moments to play fast and moments to play slow. When we are getting into this, it takes a lot of education. And that's why you see, I say this all the time, even to my staff, we are not here for 1 season, 2 seasons. We are here for 3 seasons. That's the length of the contract. And inshallah, God willing, I stay at this beautiful club for a very, very long time. And this means that we get time to work. If I was here just to win, you would see me launching balls and playing direct and all of these things. We want to give Wydad an identity, a stamp. When I arrived, they said to me, Coach, in Morocco, there are 2 big teams in the capital. The one owns the trophies, the other one owns the football. And I said to them, I want to own the trophies and the football, both. That's how big teams operate in big countries. But to build the football identity needs time. It needs time. And this is what we want. We want to be given space to work and confidence and clarity and calmness. I can tell you, we are on the right track. We've got the right players. We have the support of the management.
قال الكرة ماشي هي اللي كنعرفوا دقة دقة، كتسمى 1 2 قال لك لا كاين 1 A 1 B 1 C عاد كندوزو بحال ملي كتكون صايب في لومبوتياج ديال كذا، عندك 2 الحلول، يا اما تبقى غادي بشويه وما كيكونوش لي زاكسيدون، يا اما غادي تكسيري في لومبوتياج وغادي تولي في حوادث. دونك هو يبريفير انه يلعب بشويه ويبين ديك الحلاوه ديال الكره. هو ما جاش هنا باش قال لك سينو غادي يبقى هادي ومدافع وكيضرب الكره وغادي هذا غير باش يربح. ومنين جا باش يكون انا الكوتش في المغرب، قالوا له كوتش في المغرب كيكونوا عندنا 2 غراند زيكيب، 2 فراقين، فرقه عندها لي تروفي وفرقه كتمتعك ملي كتلعب كره. دونك هو قال لهم انا جيت باش نجمع في نادي الوداد الرياضي لي تيتر اي الفن ديال كره القدم. وي الفرجه اكزاكتومون، هو باغي يمتع بالكره ديالو.
Yeah, sure. I have to be very careful because once it leaves a place beyond my table, it's an administrative issue. What I can say to you is I had a very strong conversation with Sidi, and I said, if you are injured for Wydad, you will be injured for the national team. If you are fit for the national team, you will be fit for Wydad. This is what this club deserves. These fans, they love you, they want to see you every single day. And so you've got to start to play. If you can play, I read an article where the coach of the national team confirmed that he is injured. And he said the injury doesn't stop him from playing. So if the injury doesn't stop him from playing for Mauritania, I don't see why it should stop him from playing for Wydad. And this is my conversation with the city.
كانت عنده محادثه طويله في هذا الموضوع وهضر مع الفريق ديال موريتانيا، وهما قالوا له باللي هذاك العمليه ديال بونا عمار ولا داكشي اللي كيعاني منه ما يمنعوش انه يلعب في الفريق الموريتاني، على عكس ما كان عندنا خرج عندنا هنا في المغرب. ولكن منين بونا تمكن من اللاعب من الفريق ديالو، نادي الوداد الرياضي وكوتش موكوينا ما بقاش عنده علاش يقول انه ما يلعبش في نادي الوداد الرياضي، وبذلك كان انه يلعب. كانوا نقاشات، كانوا دي تريك ادمينستراتيف اللي هو ما قدرش يصرح بهم، ولكن هذا كان هو التفسير ديالو. And like yes.
Quickly on Bora, no, he is working hard. I like Bora. Bora comes from, you know, last season when I watched Widadi and we played against them, there was Unajen, there was Latimi on the sides, Bora. So I like Bora. He comes from the Widadi, understanding the culture. He's a very good person. And he's working very hard. He must just be patient and wait for his turn. You know, the wingers that are Nasi played well today, even though he missed an opportunity, but the output and the performance was good. Chadley, you can see, is also so. And then we have City. So patience with Bora, but he's not far. Believe me, he's not far. He's not far. Zungu, not ready yet. Zungu missed the whole preseason, and so we are trying to catch up a little bit and make sure that he's physically ready. He's training with us. He's doing well. He's a very good player and a great human being. He helps us because he speaks French. He speaks Portuguese. He played in Portugal, so he can talk a little bit to Pedrinho. He can talk a little bit to Artur in Portuguese. He can talk to the rest of his teammates in French because he played in Ligue A for Amiens, and then also of course he speaks English, and that will help us. So we understand why we brought him, and hopefully inshallah he will be ready. It's a difficult league and he has to adjust and physically be ready for it.
البطولة شوية صعيبة وبوهرة قريبا غادي يكون واجد. هو دابا راه كيتريني ساعات من غير مع ليكيب ديالو، ولكن ان شاء الله غتشوفوا قريبا. هو كان في نادي الوداد الرياضي، عارف الفريق وكوتش عزيز عليه بزاف كشخص وكذلك في التيران. شكرا لكم.
السلام عليكم.
هذا البرنامج قدم لكم من طرف كوتي سبور. كوتي سبور منتوجة المغربية للألعاب والرياضة.
MDGS، نربحوا الرياضة.